Welcome, Must Players. My name is Mark Santamartino, and this is your weekly dose of all things gaming, entertainment, film, frankly, anything we want to talk about. Julian is sitting right next to me. Jules, how have you been this week?
Yeah, good.
Not too
fresh.
Fresh? That's good to hear.
Good.
And back from his stint in the Netherrealm is Ryan Mason.
His big return.
Yeah, the big return. He missed our birthday, episode 10 he wasn't here for. He's come back for episode 11 with no laptop, just a shitty little iPad. I'm going to mention it. It's embarrassing.
I left my laptops elsewhere.
We're a tech podcast. We have 3 different laptops.
No, it's not even his iPad. It's his wife's iPad.
Oh, my God. I'm going to move on. It's a big week, sort of, for us. We'll explain later. I got swooped by a magpie today, so I've lost a lot of blood in my head, so I don't want to introduce anything. I'll just ask Julian to take us away. What are we going to be talking about this week?
Okay, so next week, Apple's doing their thing. Every September they do it.
Yep.
I don't think anyone really cares this time, but we're going to have some sort of new iPhone coming out.
The iPhone XS or the XS potentially going to be announced. We'll discuss what we expect from that. Maso, how about you?
We've got The Witcher TV series that's been confirmed. Netflix are going to be doing it. And it looks like Henry Cavill, Superman, is going to be playing Geralt.
The big Superman.
The big Superman. Can grow a mustache, so we can probably grow a beard.
Good point. It's fantastic, by the way, that we're going to talk about this when we actually have 2 Witcher fans back on the desk, because, God, last night it was really hard to talk about anything Witcher without...
Last week. Yeah.
First thing we want to touch on, though, is that a new Die Hard movie has been named. Now, I don't know if anyone saw that last Die Hard movie, which, Tim, what was it called again? A Good Day to Die Hard?
Yeah, but it was also a really terrible day to die.
Also a really terrible movie, just in general. I think it got 14% Rotten Tomatoes, something along... It was in the teens. It
Stars and Aussie.
Stars and Aussie.
Which is probably not a good thing.
What an indictment on our entire country. And this new movie is going to be called McClane. Why?
Great.
I mean, is it even a Die Hard movie if you don't have Die Hard in the title? I mean, I know it's got Bruce Willis, but...
If he still fits into that, tight white T-shirt.
No, it's going to be an origin film.
Oh, God.
Well, weren't you saying it's going to be flashbacks or something like that?
Well, that's what it's rumoured to be.
This is sounding worse with every word that we utter. And I think
it's like Logan.
We're really hyping this up. I'm sure we're going to get sued at some point by one of these movie studios for just ripping on their ideas.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. But, I mean, they've obviously named it McClane in the hope that we'll forget.
Is it getting released on Christmas Day?
Should. I mean, I have no idea. I think
it's the ultimate Christmas movie.
They've just announced a name. So
Yeah.
I think they're very early in pre-production.
Only the first one is set in Christmas.
Only the first one is the very first one, the good one.
The good one.
Yeah.
The one that people actually...
Die Hard 2 is good.
No, Vengeance was the best one.
All right, we're not going to get into a whole Die Hard discussion. We will rank them and put it on the website at a later date, all right, gentlemen? Another quick headline, Battlefield 5 has been delayed. Now, this is actually a bit disappointing to me because this is the only first-person shooter of the year that I was genuinely excited by. That last trailer had me going. Loved the look of the wildfire closing in on what we expect is going to be their Battle Royale mode. And yet now it's going to be launching on November 20. So, slight delay, not the worst of delays.
I reckon it might be because of those new NVIDIA cards. They've gone, all right, because this is one of the games that's going to be using one of the new cards. And they probably thought, well, give ourselves an extra month to, lock it down.
Better they do it than not.
Yeah, exactly.
You're telling me they couldn't just delay it on PC and give it to the console gamers still? I hate that. That's ridiculous. Don't make me wait longer.
Or you can get COD.
We can get COD. Which I'm not going to get COD. Into the realm of movies, Brie Larson, the woman who is going to be playing the superhero that saves the Marvel Universe in the 4th Avengers movie, has issued a tweet which seems to be... It almost looks like they were going for something that, to use her words, would, quote, break the internet. But, at least in my opinion, it comes across as boring, bland marketing speak. Some advertising guru behind a desk has come up with this, and I just think it comes across terribly.
Well, it matches what Kim Kardashian did when she broke the internet then.
Yeah, there's going to be nothing.
So what are you going to say? We're going to see a naked Captain Marvel?
Yeah, with a cork wine bottle going over her head.
Look, this is her tweet. She says, "Hey EW, or Entertainment Weekly, I'm bored, want to break the internet tomorrow." And then they respond, "Yes, meet us here at noon Eastern Time. We've got something marvellous in mind." Play on words, winky face. She just replies, "It's a date." Now, at no point has ever anyone in the history of humankind stipulated the time zone and sounded casual. You can't say, oh yeah, I'm going to meet you at 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time and make it sound like that. That no one speaks like that. So this is what are we left with? This
is it daylight savings still?
I don't know what they've done.
It's like PR. It's like a 15-year-old's PR attempt, isn't it?
And because it seems so formulaic from an advertising point of view, I wanted to ask, I mean, what do you think we're going to get? This seems pretty straightforward to me.
Well, to be honest, today I found out that there's a Captain Marvel. So
just a little behind, mate, so don't worry about that.
Surprise you then.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Jules?
Well, it'll have to be either a trailer or at the very least the poster or something.
You would think so.
But I don't think either of them are going to break the internet. Unless this trailer is just like...
absolutely incredible. Yeah, I mean, it would have to be. I personally don't know what it could be. I think we've already seen her in the outfit. So unless it's... Do you think it'll be a trailer for the 4th Avengers film or a trailer for the new Captain Marvel movie?
Well, if it's coming from her, you'd think it'd be Captain Marvel.
You would think.
Anyway.
But as we said, this seems extremely formulaic. So
by the time we put out this podcast, we'll know. We'll know. So we're just going to look silly talking.
I'm going for trailer, 15 to 20 second trailer, showing off her powers. One big power, or her like saying, or arriving on Earth.
Okay.
We'll see how accurate I am.
It will
you can
really
judge me
sure
in post. Moving into the realm of video games, Sony and Xbox. Now, we discussed this a couple of weeks ago in terms of their war when it comes to Fortnite's crossplay. Sony had kept delaying, I suppose, its response for ages, saying to its fans, well, we're thinking about it. We're working on it. Don't worry about it, guys. We've got this. We understand your concerns. And Microsoft has, understandably, been trying to champion itself as this platform for all gamers out there, saying, oh, we'll let you play with the people on PC. We'll let you play with the people that play Nintendo or on mobile or whatever. But now it has officially come out that Ken Ichihiro has made the PlayStation stance clear that it's not going to happen. When it comes to crossplay, we're straight up not doing it. And of course, Microsoft has taken this as the free kick that it is and decided to lay into Sony, lay the boots in, saying that they're still not listening to gamers. Don't want to linger on it too long because we've already discussed it, but...
Well, they've got to sell Xboxes somehow, I guess.
Got it. They're not selling any.
No.
If anything, this just confirms that you should probably want to buy a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that loser on Xbox One.
It looks like what we didn't...
Listening to games.
Yes.
Listening to gamers. But it looks like nothing's changed.
No, absolutely not.
What's PlayStation's slogan? For the players?
For the players, I think.
Yeah, I think it's for the players.
Oh, no, is that EA Games?
No, that's
Oh my
Sport.
God, we are useless.
No, it's for the players.
In the game.
In the game. Oh my God, there's too many game mottos. We'll clear that one out and start talking about tech, because despite the fact that none of us are seemingly excited about what Apple is going to be doing on September 12, we know how important Apple is in just the scheme of the world. We reported when they became the first, tech company to reach that $1 trillion mark way back in our second or third episode, I believe it was, Jules. And now the brand new announcement of their next iPhone line is about to hit. What's going on? Give us the rundown.
Where's the hype? I don't think anyone...
We're creating the hype right now. This is what we're doing.
It's going to be a bigger iPhone X, iPhone 10. I think that's going to be their main push.
Yes.
We'll get some new iPad with a shinier screen. That's going to be...
You're really selling it, man.
I'm not pumped.
I've heard there's going to be 3 phones. There's going to be a cheap, a mid-range, and then like a Note, the big whopper. I think that's what I've heard. They're going to be announcing 3 phones.
Probably not the worst idea given how ridiculously expensive the iPhone X is.
Yeah.
But even today, I mean, to buy one of those is like $1,700 Australian dollars.
Yeah.
Compared to the...
Although I am a sucker.
You are, of course you are. Because you love your stupid forward fringe screen where it cuts off part of your movie. But... Yeah, no, compared to the Galaxy 9, which is, $1,100 or $1,200.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
For a phone that is, the charger cord's just going to break anyway.
Yeah. And you got to plug in some ridiculous dongle to make sure your headphones work.
because everything's like a converter now. You can't even get your headphones in the
Wireless
thing.
charging. Get with it.
Oh, well, yeah.
What do you mean? So this is one of the things they're going to announce. So not only will we get these 3 potential new phones, but we're going to get more colours. Whoop-de-doo. So long to the home button. Apparently they're getting rid of that.
It's gone already.
Yeah. It's gone already. Yeah, look, it says Apple first introduced device sans a home button last year with the iPhone X, and if rumours are to be believed, they're going to go all in with Face ID for the 3 new phones, which is pretty much what they already have. So IGN, thank you for including that as a point on your what to expect when it already exists. And air power is also going to finally arrive, something that I've been doing with my Samsung for a while, just putting it on a little platform.
But like, do you really like credit cards do it as well? It's not something you really need, do you?
No. Let us know what you think. Mustplay.net.au or in the comments below. Are you excited for what Apple's going to put out? I mean, maybe they're going to blow us out of the water. If anything, when you go into these things with exceptionally low expectations, that's normally when I find I am most surprised. So who knows what they're going to pull out of their hat. You never know. We might get the next iPod or iPhone or whatever the next revolution is. As long
Do
as
they still make iPods?
I think they still make iPods. Yeah, I've seen a few shuffles and stuff about.
Bring back buttons.
Bring back.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
Hashtag bring back
I know,
buttons.
because we got rid of buttons and then we had to create fidget spinners.
That's a really good point. We just missed.
We didn't have to create fidget spinners.
Oh, we did, because
Some
we got rid of all the
asshole
buttons.
just decided to do that.
Do you remember how much that dominated at our workplace?
Oh,
At
yeah.
one point.
Yeah. Well,
The one single fidget spinner.
Yeah,
that went
everyone would
around.
just sit there and just wait and see who could spin it for the longest.
Yeah.
God, pathetic. We're very small-minded. That's what keeps us entertained. And this is something that I really wanted to chat about, gentlemen. The fact is, we're through winter. We're into spring. My hay fever is really killing me. And it also means that the drought when it comes to video games is all but over.
Farmers must be happy.
Farmers aren't happy because the drought for the farmers hasn't been broken. But
Push for 10 cents a litre, everyone.
we got to love that milk surcharge. Good on you, ScoMo, or whoever introduced that one. But the drought...
He'll be gone in a week.
The drought is Australian politics on a video game podcast. That's what we need. The drought is almost over with the big hitters really starting to arrive this week. We know Red Dead's coming. We know that Smash Brothers is coming. We know that the new Pokemon's coming, as well as COD and all the rest. But this week, not only will we have Spider-Man coming out on the Friday, which is when this goes to air, but Maso, Destiny 2. We spoke about it last week when you weren't here, just because of the simple fact that it was being added as a free download for PlayStation Plus members.
Yeah, and it was quite funny today because when I jumped on for the new expansion, there was a ton of people super low level who have obviously jumped on it and have a long way to go.
That's all right. Just easy kills for you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But I suppose for Destiny 2, I think it's a great move on Activision's part to try and get so many people more people in early before this brand new expansion drops.
Yeah.
It did so today.
Yep.
What's it called? How long did it take you to download? Well, whereabouts are you?
Destiny 2 Forsaken is what it's called. It's their big, year. What are we up to? Year two update. It's huge. It was 34 gig. It's essentially doubles the game.
Yeah.
Destiny 1 did it with the Taken King, and it completely changed Destiny 1. And this one, it looks like I've put probably 7 hours into it today. It looks like it's improving. From what I've played, it is improved Destiny 2 out of sight, which I struggled a little bit with Destiny 2. But I've written a few points down here. Bounties are back, which were missing from Destiny 1. Random rolls on guns, which is the one thing Destiny 2 I thought did wrong. They got rid of random rolls on guns. So you can pick up a gun and it can have different perks every time you pick it up. And then you'd grind and grind and grind for that gun, trying to get just the perfect perk so that you can take the Crucible and just annihilate everyone.
You said so much in that sentence that I don't understand.
Destiny 2 fans. Tim's over there just...
Crucible?
That's right. And the best thing about the random rolls is, though, it gives all Destiny players something to talk about. Because we all sit there and we're like, I just got this gun and it's got this and this. I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
Basically. Which is something that Destiny 2 missed.
Search for the God Roll.
The search for the God Rolls, exactly right. Yeah. Something to chase. Daily and weekly activities return. Mods are way better. You can put modifications to weapons now. Now they don't carry this 5-level increase, which was a real confusing thing. That's gone, which is great. There's a brand new game mode, which I played 2 games of today. I was mainly doing story today. It's called Gambit, which is really kind of fun. It's really good fun.
Do you want to explain what it is? Yep.
It's sort of confusing. So you've got 2 teams of 4 in 2 different arenas, and you've got to kill all the enemies and then kill a boss. And it's a race. Whoever finishes first, the team wins. So it's cooperative, but sort of versus. Mm-hmm. But then you can send players into the other area and sabotage their attempts and stuff. And you can send when players are flying. It's really good fun. I played 2 games. I'm going to be playing that a lot.
Okay.
It's really good fun. So, yeah, Destiny 2 has improved out of sight really today.
I remember you saying the same for Destiny 1, though. It wasn't really until a few of the expansions dropped that you felt it hit its stride.
Yeah.
Are you confident that this is what this new expansion is going to do for Destiny 2? I mean, you sound pretty positive, but
Yeah.
I know that, I mean, as our cameraman Tim has said, they like to drip feed the content. So I'm imagining there's still a lot to come that you might not know anything about.
Yeah, there's still a couple of DLCs to come in Destiny 2, and if they bring out Destiny 3, I don't know. But this is a lot of improvements. It's a lot of what... Because Destiny 2 was a big letdown. There's been a lot of sort of content creators out there going to Bungie and saying, this is what we want changed. And that's all been included in this one. Mm-hmm. So it is a big change to the game. And the story... Because I concentrate on the story today, it's fantastic. And I'm doing things in Destiny that I've never done before, mm-hmm. which is very hard to say because Destiny is a game where you just repeat. But... yeah, I'm very happy with it so far. Very happy.
You love the grind, mate.
I love the grind.
Hard one to review because obviously so much content comes out. But
the raid comes out in a week, I think. 11 days, I think the raid will come out. So
who's counting, Tim?
So we'll see all the big streamers trying to get world first on that. Mm-hmm. So it's a hard game to review because 11 days' time is basically when we'll have the full Forsaken, all the content.
Okay.
Yeah, and there is a lot. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention in here that's probably the big thing is that there's more supers. Each subclass now has an extra super ability. So that's 9 extra supers. So
okay.
Yeah, another big addition.
I think you might have to write something up for us once you've sunk your teeth in a little bit more. Mustplay.net.au. And Jules, got to ask you quickly, Spider-Man, it's only 2 days away. It feels ridiculous.
Oh my God.
I've been waiting for this game for years. I think it was announced 4 years ago or something. It's ridiculous to think that it's just 2 sleeps away.
I know, and half the day I've been reading reviews going, oh, why can't I have this right now?
Yeah. I've been like media blackout on that. And I've been trying to avoid every story spoiler possible. So literally this morning, when I just wanted to watch something of Spider-Man as I was getting ready for work, I found this 14-minute demo of just them swinging around the city.
That's all you need. That's all I want the game for.
14 minutes. And you know what? Even in that time, I started to see some of the animations, like doubling up, tripling up. I was recognizing them and I'm like, don't ruin it for me, YouTube video. I'm just trying to, wait until I get my hands on the game itself. But already...
Just breathe.
Just breathe. It's okay. I'm okay.
Good Spider-Man games and Spider-Man 2.
Excuse me, Tim.
That is true.
All right, Spider-Man 2 was fantastic, and I don't want to run through the anthology of Spider-Man games to prove you wrong. But maybe we can do that another week. We got plenty of time.
The internet's back now.
That's coming out on Friday. If you agree with Tim, let us know in the comments below or at mustplay.net.au. Final discussion point for this week, gentlemen. The Witcher, a game that both of you love, is getting its own TV series. We joked a lot a couple of weeks back about Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man, getting the role as Nathan Drake in the upcoming proper film. It's not going to be Nathan Fillion, who was perfect in that fan film. It's going to be Tom Holland.
Who's in Destiny.
Yep, precisely. But for The Witcher, we have our Superman. Superman is going to be Geralt.
I mean, he's gonna split the... I know cameraman Tim does not like his casting, but...
Too young.
He's...
Well, we know nothing about this, where this is set. This could be him becoming a Witcher.
Yeah.
For all we know.
At least he's huge. Like, he's got a big rig. Tom Holland is a puny rig.
And there's been already... it only was announced today, and there's already been some amazing fan art.
Yeah. That's popped up.
People are just... ridiculous.
Look, to be honest, I think he's going to be great. Although I must say, and I think it actually works for the character because I always felt like Geralt was quite flat in his...
Yeah, there's not a lot there.
He's borderline monotone, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's everything else around him is the amazing thing.
Yeah.
But whenever he's talking, it's just the one note. But I think that might play into Henry Cavill's role.
I don't know if it's anyone else who plays The Witcher. I'm more interested to see who they cast as the girls.
Yeah.
As Yennefer. I'm more interested in Triss and all them, and God, I can't remember the young Ciri. Thank you. I'm more interested to see who they cast as them rather than Geralt. But
any favourites? We're going to squeeze in Ruby Rose as one of these, or
Ruby Rose? Who could Ruby Rose be? I can't believe I missed the week we spoke about Ruby Rose.
Be down the line.
If this works though, it could be the next Game of Thrones. Really, like there's enough content there. There's a whole world. It really could be.
Yeah, you're right there.
Like if it is Henry Cavill, he might be playing Geralt for the next 20 years.
Well, that's one of those things. I wonder what sort of format the show's going to take. Is it going to have a seasonal story arc like we've become used to with something like Game of Thrones, or will they almost be individual episodes, sort of like, you know, an X-Files or a Supernatural, where it's literally just him within this world, and every single week he's got a different challenge. You know what I mean?
Even in just The Witcher 3 by itself, I could easily see a couple of seasons in just that game, let alone The Witcher 1 and 2.
I wonder how riveting that episode's going to be when he just sits down and plays the card game. 45 minutes of Gwent, you know?
Yeah, against the drunks.
I'll be honest, I did not put 45 minutes into Gwent in the game.
No, neither did I. I skip right past
Thankfully,
the Gwent.
I mean, there actually is a quest to collect.
Well, that's the thing. It's a perfect Game of Thrones because it's action. There's, you know, bats and goblins and all that sort of stuff, and then there's nudity. Lots of nudity.
Yeah, sex and nudity.
I don't know. Is there as much incest in the world of The Witcher as there is in Game of Thrones?
Not that you come across.
Oh, they can make it up, surely.
Yeah, I'm sure. As long as you got a bit of incest.
Novigrad's a pretty wild town.
Yeah. Do we know when it's coming out?
No.
This is just their casting. It's far flung into the future, and it's a Netflix thing. If I'm not mistaken,
I'm stoked. Netflix has got a lot of money. They'll throw a lot of money behind it.
Well, they've been talking about making the Witcher series for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I know there's been some movies in the past, not very successful movies. There've been foreign films as well. But I think if Netflix are on board, they don't always let us down. So
no,
and they're obviously throwing
really
money at it because Henry Cavill's in it. Mads Mikkelsen.
Well,
he was a fan's choice. Sorry, he was a fan's choice. But they're obviously throwing money at it if Henry Cavill's the lead role.
Well, I think if anything, they need something to combat what Amazon's going to do. Because as soon as Amazon bring out that Lord of the Rings series, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, I will subscribe just for that.
Yeah.
And I think as Game of Thrones wraps up, people will be hungry for something in a similar vein, and they're all just trying to fill that void at the moment. It's just a matter of who can do it. I think it's really great that it's on Netflix. I really liked the animated Castlevania series that they did on Netflix. I don't know if either of you watched that, but I haven't ever played a Castlevania game, but I know about them and I know about the lore. Always intrigued me. I've got to start actually playing it on my Super Nintendo, and they did a really good job there. Hopefully they can do the same as The Witcher. Now, we sort of already touched on the games that we're playing right now, Maso. I know you've already spoken about Destiny 2. Has it taken you away from everything else? Is nothing else going on in your life right now except for Destiny 2?
Well, luckily my wife was working today, so I got the leave pass to sit in the room all day. But I didn't play...
Your version of the hall pass.
The whole pass, yeah.
Sitting down and playing Destiny for 7 hours.
Yeah.
Liz is at work.
But I didn't play Escape from Tarkov today, which is probably... first day in a long time.
You escaped from Tarkov.
I have escaped from Tarkov. So I'd say Destiny 2 is going to take up a fair bit of my time in the near future. Anyway,
Jules, last time we spoke, you were playing Strange Brigade.
I was,
which is a sort of Left 4 Dead / COD Zombies multiplayer game, but you're playing by yourself.
I know. So
did you find a friend? Did you find a single person to play with?
Listen, I played mostly by myself.
He's breeding a team that he can play with at the moment.
But
just waiting for his daughters to get that little bit older.
When I was playing by myself, you accumulate all this money from killing all these zombies, and you use this money to buy your weapons. Because there's meant to be other players with me, I'm getting it all by myself. I'm just cashed up, and I don't need to buy anything. So my cash just keeps on growing, and I'm like, what am I going to spend it on? So it's a multiplayer game.
You could buy some friends. Laughing at my own joke now. Don't worry about it. And I mean,
pretty harsh.
I'm sorry, Jules. It's okay. Don't worry. We'll find you something. And look, myself, I got to admit, I've had a relatively dry week. I've been purposefully avoiding video games as much as I could because I know that as soon as Spider-Man comes out this weekend, I got my days off Monday, Tuesday. I'll play a little bit on the weekend, but as soon as those days off come around, I'm going to be doing what you did today, Maso, which is a 7-hour play session, getting through as much of Peter Parker's storylines as I can so I can just swing around Manhattan.
Love a 7-hour play session.
As much as I want.
I'm not ashamed at all. As a 32-year-old, I'm not ashamed.
Let us know in the comments. Should it be ashamed? I wonder which way this one's going to
Liz,
go.
don't comment.
And Jules, by the way, we should touch on the fact that a full review of Strange Brigade is going to be on mustplay.net.
Yes, you can check it out right now.
Sensational. Up on the website. That is the goodness. That is Must Play. Thank you again for joining us. A big thanks to our cameraman, Tim. Maso, it's lovely having you back on the desk. Thank you so much for coming
Bring
back.
fish.
Bring back. Start the chant now. Let us know what you have been playing or your opinions on any of the discussion topics we had this week. What do you think we're going to see at this Apple press conference? Are you excited at all for that? Are you super pumped for Spider-Man or Destiny 2? What are you up to? Leave a comment down below or send us an email. Also, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want. That's how you're going to get all the updates from us. While you're there, why don't you give us a big old thumbs up, a like, a rate, a 5 stars, whatever tickles your fancy. Until then, have an excellent week, and we will see you on the flip side.